Man, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Young Lurch, back at it again. Today is October 31st, 2015. Happy Halloween. Be safe out there. And I'll tell you guys I'm going to share some stories with you about some things I experienced in my life. And I feel like today's a perfect day for this story. It's about a paranormal activity I experienced and I had witnessed. And let's get into it. But it was a Friday night. I just got off work. It was me, my homeboy Tommy Lester from Mississippi Tupelo, my homeboy Holland from Philly, and my homeboy from Hawthorne. He was from Jacksonville already. That's where we were stationed at. We were stationed at the base called N.A.S Jax, if you're familiar with Jacksonville. So we all get off work that night, because we all work nights. So we get off work, we just spoke like we ain't going out. We just want to chill for the night. We just going to chill in my homeboy Tommy Lester room, because we all stayed in the dorm anyway. So we went to the gas station. We all grabbed like a 32 bottle of natural ice. You know what I'm saying? So we all had our own 32s. We all drinking on it. And by this time, we're in Tommy Lester room. We chilling. The only person that didn't really drink was our homeboy Holland, the one from Philly. But he a cool dude, man. But he just didn't drink at all, man. I don't know what type of upbringing he had, man. I ain't saying nothing wrong if you don't drink, but I'm just saying, like, he never drank at all, like a day in his life before that time. So we all had our 32s. We chilling by now, and we chilling in Tommy Lester room. So time go past, like an hour go past, and we all just sipping on our drink. But we see our homeboy Holland. He kind of like he downing it. You know what I'm saying? Like taking this shit straight to the head. We're like, hey man, chill out, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't drink. And natural ice, if anybody know about beer, like it's kind of strong. So if you're not a drinker, you just down a 32, like you're gonna be kind of fucked up. So we chilling, we all just chilling, man. And then like an hour and a half passed. And then by that time we grabbed like a second bottle of natural ice. You know what I'm saying? So we all kind of tipsy by now. But Holland, he kind of fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't drink at all. So after like 2 hours pass, my homeboy Tommy Lester, the one from Mississippi Tupelo, he got a phone call from his girl. His girl name was Jill. And she just got off of work. She was like a corpsman. You know what I'm saying? So she got off of work. So she about to come to his room. So we like, man, so we got to leave his room. Holland stayed on the first floor of the dorm. I stayed on the second floor. I stayed on one side and Tommy Lester stayed on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Hawthorne, he stayed like kind of away from us. He was nowhere near us. So we all leaving Tommy Lester room. We like, man, we gotta go. He like, his girl is coming and everything. So now by this time we walking down the hall. So we all tipsy. We all kind of, we chilling. We're doing what sailors do. You know what I'm saying? We all drunk and fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But we know how to handle that shit. But our homeboy Holland, like, he didn't, man. So Lester and Hawthorne, man, they fucking with this nigga, man. We walking down the hall, going to my room first. You know what I'm saying? They tripping this nigga while he walking. I'm like, man, leave this nigga alone, man. Like, this nigga fucked up, man. Let him enjoy his shit. You know what I'm saying? He really don't drink already. So it got to the point, like, he was so drunk. Man, it was like, man, I ain't trying to take this nigga down the stairs. Nigga, he could barely walk. You know what I'm saying? I don't want this nigga to fall. Like, the door where I stayed at, I had a roommate, but my roommate, he was never there because he had a crib out in town. So I was like, you know what, man? Instead of you going down the stairs and end up hurting yourself and somebody end up getting in trouble, you end up doing something to hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you can just chill in my room because my roommate ain't there anyway. So he like, okay, cool. So we go to my room. You know what I'm saying? Lester go back to his room with his girl. And Hawthorne, shit, he went in about his business. I don't know what the fuck he went and did. But so Holland, he all fucked up. He with me now. He in my room. I told this nigga like, man, just lay in my roommate bed and just chill out, man. Go ahead, pass out, do you? So me, I'm still up. I got a nice little buzz going. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? And so I decided to play some. I had a 360 then. I had a regular Xbox. I ain't had no 360 then. I had a regular Xbox, and I had Madden. So I'm a big fan of Madden. I love to play Madden. That's like my favorite football game, sport game, whatever you want to say. And so So by this time, Holland, exactly how I'm sitting right now, this is how it was, man. I got a bed over there, and I got a bed over there. That's my roommate bed, and my bed is on this side. And there's like a big ass space in between. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a chair. So I'm sitting like just the way I'm looking at you guys right now, I'm sitting from my TV and I'm playing my Madden. So this nigga already passed out, Holland, doing from Philly. So all of a sudden, like 20, 30 minutes passed, man. All of a sudden, this nigga like, I know why you act the way you act. The fuck? This nigga tweaking, man. I'm like, man, sit your drunk ass down somewhere. But he wasn't up. That nigga was still laying down, eyes closed and everything. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm like, oh, this nigga just drunk, man. Let this nigga just do him, pass out, get up, and get the fuck out of my room the next day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm chilling. So when he said that to me the first time, like I just ignored him. You know what I'm saying? So he said that shit again. So I'm just like, I know why you act the way you act. So by this time, I put the controller down, I paused the game, and I turned and looked at him like, man, what's wrong with this nigga, man? This nigga tweaking, man. On that some drunk shit. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga like, man, like, I promise you, he was, you know how somebody lay in that coffin? That's how this nigga was laying, but his arm was on his side. The only thing that was moving was his mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, out of nowhere, this dude started telling me about things that I did in Haiti. And that's what caught my attention. And, like, you know how you get that little gut feeling and you start to get a little bit hot? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you started, like, sweat a little bit. Because this shit caught me off guard because I didn't know this nigga before I came in the Navy. So, I'm just like, how the fuck he know this shit? Like, nigga, what the fuck? So, by this time, he got my attention. So, now that, like, he got my full focus. I'm looking at him. I turn around. And I'm just like, man, what you talking about? So, this when all this weird shit started happening, man. I promise you. So, I get up on my chair. I pick the chair up. I sit it next to the bed. So, I'm starting to look at this nigga. Like, his eyes are closed. The only thing that's moving is his mouth. And when he talking, he having a hard time to talk. Like, he don't know how to speak English or something. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was born in America. You know what I'm saying? This nigga from Philly. So that shit kind of wigged me out. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? Like you tweaking me out, man. Like, what's up, bro? So this nigga started telling me things that only I know. You know what I'm saying? That's how he really caught my attention. And by then, it's like he got my full attention. Y'all feel me? Like, he got my full attention. So I'm just sitting down and I'm listening to him. Like, I'm gonna skip certain parts because this went on for like a good 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And he was talking to me like in a strange voice, man. In a real strange voice. So he was telling me about myself. And he like, hell is on earth. The only way you leave here is when you do what you're supposed to do. Nothing said you have to go to church to believe in God. He's like, give the Bible 100% and God will give you 100%. So he started telling me things like this, man. So I'm like, what's wrong with this nigga? So I got scared. So I left out the room and I went back to Tommy Lester's room. You know what I'm saying? So I'm running down the hall. I mean, I'm running like full sprint. Because I stay on one side, he's still on the other. So I got to kind of make a circle. You know what I'm saying? To go to his room. So I get to my nigga Tommy Lester's room. I mean, I'm knocking on the door. I'm kicking that bitch like boom, boom, boom. Like, Lester, man, I know you in that bitch because him and his girl was chilling that motherfucker. We just left, like, not even too long ago. So I know him and his girl in there, and I hear the TV. You know what I'm saying? So I'm knocking on the door, pounding. You know what I'm saying? But nobody coming. So I'm just like, man, what the fuck, man? This went on for like 2 minutes. I'm knocking on this nigga door and kicking this shit. He ain't come to it. So I left. I go back to the room. And when I go back to the room, I find this nigga in my bathroom, like, throwing up. Like, he just threw up. So I'm just like, man, what's wrong with you, bro? You alright, man? He ain't even really responding, man. He, like, incoherent. Like, I don't know what's wrong with this nigga, man. For real, like, scaring the shit out of me. And I ain't gonna lie, a nigga was scared as hell, man. Cause I ain't never seen no shit like that. I was scared than a motherfucker, for real. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. So, I take this nigga, I picked him up on my bathroom. I walked him back to the bed, lay him back down. I promise you, as soon as I lay this nigga back down, not 10 seconds later, he start talking some more shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I already told y'all, he was like, these are things I remember off the top of my dome. And when he started talking like that, I took my cell phone and I put it next to the dresser and I pushed record just so I could have some type of evidence, because I just went to my boardroom and this nigga ain't answering. You know what I'm saying? I don't got nobody else to go get, and I'm scared as hell already. So I put the phone down so I could record everything. And I'm gonna tell y'all what happened with that. So I put the phone next down to the lamp and I push record, and it's recording when all this shit started. And I'm going back to the beginning. I'm gonna tell y'all, this is what he told me. You could believe me or I don't know. You can take my word or you don't. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you. But he was like, hell is on earth. The only way you leave here is when you do what you're supposed to do. Nothing says you have to go to church to believe in God. He was like, give the Bible 100% and God will give you 100%. And I remember asking him, you know what I'm saying, doing a little conversation. I asked him, I was like, I'm so scared of the things he's telling me. I like, should I be happy with the way I'm living? He was like, you breathing, ain't you? And all this time he talking to me, he laying like he in a coffin, man. Like, the only thing he's moving is his mouth. And then his face structure is like moving in different ways, man. His eyes not open. The only thing moving is his mouth. So after he told me that, he said, you breathing, ain't you? So I'm just like, damn, like, I mean, I'm shook, man. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm scared, my heart pounding. Man, a nigga just confused, man. So when this all happened, he told me some other shit, man. But those are the only things that like really stuck in my head, that really stayed with me, man. Like, ever since that shit happened, man, I never been really the same. Like, I look at life totally different. If you wonder why I'm the way I am now. So when he told me those things, I was just like, I was confused, man. I didn't know what to think. And before everything was over, this is how I knew it wasn't him talking to me. It was somebody else. Before everything was over, he was like, gotta go. Love you. And this nigga went back to normal. Like, he was just asleep. Like, nothing ever happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm hollering. You alright, man? He not answering me. He just go back to just sleeping. Like, he almost snoring. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, my bad, y'all. Like, I ain't saying he was snoring, but he was like barely breathing, man. To the point where I couldn't tell if this nigga was alive or not. So I'm so scared, I get out my chair and I back up. And I'm like, man, this nigga in my room. I don't know what's wrong with this nigga. This nigga not even moving right now. I'm trying to call his name, but he ain't responding. And I don't want to be responsible for that shit. You know, so I was just like, I'm hollering. So you know how in the movies, when you think somebody dead, and you gotta walk up and kind of put your face real close to them to find out they alive or not, or put your hands on their chest, whatever you gotta do. I had to do that. But I had to build confidence to do that, dog, because, man, ladies and gentlemen, niggas, female, bitches, whatever you want to call yourself, like, a nigga was shook. I was scared as hell. So I built myself up. Man, excuse me if I slur a little bit, man, because I'm bilingual, man. Nigga, I'm from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. English is my second language. You feel what I'm saying? So bear with a nigga. So I approach the bed. I'm just like, dear God, man, please don't let this nigga get up on some zombie shit or some ghost shit trying to attack me. You know what I'm saying? Fuck me up, whatever the case was, because I was already scared. So I finally worked up enough courage to walk up to the bed. And I didn't want to do it, but I had to, because I'm like, I don't know if this nigga dead or not. So I slightly and real slow put my head towards his chest and put my hand like next to his nose just to see if he breathing. And he was alive. You know what I'm saying? And man, that night, before I even get to what I did next, I took my phone I took my phone and I pushed play. All I heard was shh. I don't know how I did not record anything. I know this shit sound like a movie to some of y'all, but I'm telling y'all the honest truth, man. So all I heard was shh. So I'm confused. I don't know what's going on. And this nigga still in the bed, just passed out, not moving, not anything. So my emotion all worked up, you know what I'm saying? So what I ended up doing was just, I called my mom. Like I went out, I ran outside. I ain't gonna lie, I ran outside. On my phone, I called my mom, like, Mom, like, I don't know what just happened. Like, I just seen something happen to my man. I can't really explain. Like, he was talking to me like in another voice, like he was telling me things that he should know about me. And he was telling me other things about life. You know what I'm saying? That was just confusing to me. And I was on the phone crying because I was so confused. I just didn't understand what was going on. I was on the phone. If y'all ever get a chance to speak to my mom, I ain't say you will, but if that ever happens, like, she'll let you know. Like, a nigga was crying on the phone, like, Mom, I don't know what just happened. Like, I just seen my mans get possessed, and I had nobody else to go to, but so I called you. And she was just like, man, it was just a message for you. Don't be scared. You know what I'm saying? And shit, and that was the end of it. So the next day, you know what I'm saying? The next day, I'm like hollering, man, what was up with you last night, bro? Like, you don't remember you being in my room talking all crazy type of shit? Nah, bro. I remember going to your room, laying down, passing out. That's all I remember. Bro, you don't remember telling me all these crazy things about hell is on earth and give the Bible 100%. The only way time you leave here is when you do what you're supposed to do. He like, nah, bro. I don't remember none of that. You tweaking. So I go to my nigga Tommy Lester. Like, Lester, where was you at, man? You and your girl, y'all went out or something after we left your room? Nah, bro. We was in the room chilling, watching the movies, chilling. Just cuddle up. Bro, so you ain't hear, my nigga, you ain't hear me knocking on your door, kicking on your door and everything? Nah, my nigga, am I tweaking? But nigga, I know I wasn't tweaking. The nigga wasn't even smoking back then. All I had was like 2 natural ice, 232s of natural ice. That's all I had. And I was used to drinking back then. I was in the service. That's what sailors do. We drink. So this shit confused me, man. I was real confused. Like, I didn't understand. So I guess it was a message for me. You know, and so throughout my whole life, like, I always think about that night, man. Like, that shit always confused me. And I really don't understand what happened. And nobody here can even explain to me what happened. So I had to take it for what it was and what it is. It was a message for me. You know, and that should change my way of life, way of living, the way I think about life. And that's not the only like spiritual thing that ever happened to me, but since today's Halloween, I feel like that was a story like I just want to put out there on my channel and speak to you guys and let you know. So if you're a believer, if you're not a believer, you know, come up with your own resolution of what you think happened. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't explain it till this day. And this was like 12 years ago. I still can't explain it. You know? So I guess, like I said, it was a message for me. So I'm going to repeat again what he told me. Just so y'all could just take it on your own accord and make what you want out of it. You know, but this is the things I remember him telling me. And those things always stuck in my head. He said some other things, but I don't remember what he said really. I don't remember exactly what he said as far as the little small things, but these are the things that stuck out. When he told me, hell is on earth. The only way you leave here is when you do what you're supposed to do. Nothing says you have to go to church to believe in God. All you got to do is give the Bible 100%, and God will give it 100%. And when I had asked him, should I be happy with the way that I'm living? His response was like, when he said it, he was like upset. Like, you breathing, ain't you? You know, and those are the things he said to me. You know, hopefully that could help some of y'all in y'all daily life. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I got more stories coming. And I got more freestyles coming too. I might drop one tonight. So, man, check your boy out. Subscribe to my channel. And spread the word. You know? It's Young Lurch, BSG. My motto is lead, never follow. All I have is myself, my gun, and my Bible. With that, I'm signing out.